And now your pet-loving host, Tammy Trujillo.
Well, it's half right. I'm Alan Bailey, and I'm again sitting in for Tammy Trujillo on the Pet Project here. Happy New Year! Are you having a good one? I hope you are. I hope it was a good year for you. It was a good year for us. We kicked off the show, and that's always a good thing. Now, the thing that we're going to be talking about later on today is we have a number of things actually, but the main thing is last week we had Benjamin Mee from the Des Moines Zoo. He wrote the book We Bought a Zoo. He'll be with us later on in the show. Dan Westfield, the founder of the Cheetah Primate Sanctuary, will be talking to us about the sanctuary. Josh Hansen's going to give us an update later on to see how Kuma's doing with physical therapy. And Liz Blackman, she's back this week from the Center of Lost Pets, and she's going to tell us about a couple of New Year's tips for your pets. Just a few things that you need to go over. It's good to go over time to time with your pets just to do for the new year. She's also going to tell us how you can help Kuma with her physical therapy and how you can keep your pet safe at the same time. That's kind of a win-win right there. Naomi Byers is going to be on the phone with us, giving us an Apple update. And Captain Aaron Reyes is back this week from the County of Los Angeles Department Animal Care and Control. And he's going to tell us about a new adoption program called Pets to Patriots. Also, Martine Collette from the Wildlife Way Station is going to need our help to keep the way station open. She's back this week, and she's going to be closing out the show. But like I said, closing out the show, starting the show is going to be Benjamin Mee coming up in just a little bit. But I have a few things to share with you. New Year's Eve, it's tonight. Are you going out? I know for a fact they're starting to, slowly but surely let people into the Times Square area right now for where the big party is going to be happening later on tonight. But a percentage, check this out, 18% of 18 to 25-year-olds have said that they've gotten into a fight on New Year's Eve. I hope you're not one of those 1 in 4 people tonight. I really do. 1 in 8 people say that they have actually broken up with someone on New Year's Eve. Yeah, our production assistant, Ben Magnet's in here going, that's me. I hope you were doing the dumping, Ben. 40% of people said that they've actually fallen asleep before midnight. 40%. Yeah. And an astounding 88% of people say that they'd rather spend New Year's Eve at home with friends than among thousands of strangers in Times Square. Now, about 62% of people say they'd rather stay home on New Year's Eve, and about 90% of people actually will spend New Year's Eve with friends or family, and a whopping 7%, Ben, actually prefer to just stay home and not celebrate New Year's at all. It's kind of amazing. And about 60% of single adults say, this is kind of amazing, they say that they would rather have a kiss on New Year's Eve than get a new laptop. That's a little messed up. Ben's looking at me going, oh, I want one. We're going to be talking a little bit more about New Year's Eve, a couple more interesting stats coming at you throughout the entire show. And yeah, I'm Alan Bailey. I'm not Tammy Trujillo. She was sick last week. I think she's getting over the cold, but from what my understanding is, she's out herding cats, believe it or not. Yeah, she's herding cats, and if you've ever herded a cat, you know how difficult it can be, especially if you're trying to catch a cat that's out in the wild. You ever tried that? You can spend hours and hours searching for that cat and trying to get that cat. Now then, we're going to take a break, but when we come back on the other side, author of the book, We Bought a Zoo, Benjamin Mee, is back on the phone with us this week from his home on the property of the zoo to talk to us about the real story behind the book and the new movie that hit theaters last week. Go ahead and stay with us. This is The Pet Project, right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio.